Castlevania HD Unity is just this, Jesus, like some guy made it. Some guy made it a port of Castlevania HD on the Unity engine. Now, it's janky. Let's just get right to the point. It's janky. If you before there was PS3 emulation, it was worth the damn. This, and you had a PC, this has probably been the best way to get through and play. But it was really missing some kind of like, geez, the jumps. Let's get right to the point. The jumps suck. They don't feel right, and there's like a weird floatiness to them. There's some things have been changed around. A lot of the characters and stuff have different balances, and I think if it was only by itself, if you had no way to play Castlevania HD on PS3 emulator, the way you do now, this would have been a solid game. But as I was doing research on trying to get the PS3 emulator to work better, I found this. I'm like, well, I've got to try it out. I've got to play it because I'm such a big Castlevania HD fan. And so I went through and played it, and I'm like, woof, this is rough. I can see why a lot of other people play it. I did not actually get a chance to play online with people, but you can have up to 10. And it's got it's missing some characters. It's missing the NES levels. It's missing them, which are a big part of the original version. But it's got its own characters too. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't worry about what someone is saying on some forums. I'm like, "Hey, this is better than..." No, it's not better. It's not better at all. It's just different. It's different and it's new, and it looks close enough. It's wearing the skin of another game that you think that you're playing the real one, and you're not. It's just it comes out awkward as hell. I cannot recommend it. And on top of that, actually finding it, I had to join into some Discord and go to some weird ass site because I didn't want Konami to get I guess a hold of it or whatever it is. And the source code, the guy who was making the source code, the guy just disappeared, and so there's going to be no more updates. But I wanted to play through. I wanted to see it, and it had some cool levels. Some of the new levels are pretty cool, but it just sits you wrong, Kitty. It's so weird because it's like almost there, but it's not really there. And when it's that close, but it's not where it needs to be, it kind of just irks you more. But we played through for several hours, played through and beat the game. What I would recommend, if you're a big Castlevania HD fan these days, is that the PS3 emulated version is pretty dang top-notch. It's still not as updated as the 360 one, but it's pretty dang close. And so unless you got a Xbox One or 360 laying around, I would try to play this the emulated version. And so it's pretty dang good. It's a real shame that this is one of my favorite games of all time. It's my favorite Castlevania, and Konami does not know what the fuck they're doing. And so there's never going to be a follow-up to this. The follow-up that they did do, they released in Japan on freaking mobile games, and it sucked ass. But let's not rage on. This isn't a Konami rage fit, Kitty, okay? But cannot recommend it. Big Kitty was like, dude, it's a chance to get more shit. It's a chance to get new things, man. You even start with the Sonic boots already equipped. You're already fast. But Brian's like, dude, this don't feel right. This feels really weird. The bosses feel really fucking weird when you start up a down map. It takes 2 or 3 minutes after the thing's loaded up before you get to play. It's probably not that long, but it's a long dang time, and you're just watching nothing happen. So Castlevania HD Unity is a serious skip for me, but we had to play it. We had to see what was up. Hell, they gave Jonathan new weapons. They gave him his weapons that only Soma had. Oh, and another reason, I think a lot of the people who made this game just had this huge down freaking hate boner for Soma. The Soma's broken. The end. That's just how it is, Kitty. All right, enjoy your day.